Currently just having a fish around for my pot with the grapple. Oh, when they cost nearly $300 each, you put a little bit extra effort in just to try and find it. I can feel the bottom. Just trying to bounce it along to see if I can't hit a pot.
Bruny Island. And Greenhorn skipper Bryce is trying to find the $300 pot he lost overboard.
The locking mechanism on the tipper didn't lock in place, and as I leaned on it, it launched the pot before it was tied on. So I've marked the spot, and if I can't find this in a few tries, I'll might go for a swim tomorrow or when the weather's a bit nicer. But you'd be surprised, I've done it before.
Faced with a crippling debt load, the young rookie's decision to cut costs with a one-man operation has backfired.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's there, but we keep drifting. I'm going to go with come back in the morning and get it and keep shooting until it gets dark, or else I'll end up in more trouble. I'll make sure this pot's tied on. Won't have to go as much effort retrieving that one.
The fading light poses a new problem: safety. The ocean is littered with navigational hazards.
Just trying to get these pots in as quick as I can. Just where we're shooting them, there's a lot of rocks that stick out of the water and you can't really see them very well at night. Yeah, so for safety reasons, I'd like to try and get everything in as quick as I can and get back to anchorage and pull them in the morning. Yeah, I've only got this one to go and I'm all done for the first shot. Bit knackered.
After a punishing first day at sea, Bryce can finally drop anchor and call it a night.
So the anchor winch has decided to stop working. So I have to find an alternative pretty quick. Otherwise, I'll be going home tonight straight away. I don't have anything else, and if something else happens with the boat, I don't have any means of dropping an anchor, so because it's like locked in there.
The electronic winch drops the anchor to the ocean floor. It's another demoralising blow for the Greenhorn.
We're only 6 hours into the trip, lost a pot. There's $300. By the time we go back, it's another 120 litres of fuel. So that's 240 litres of fuel. Don't know whether it's worth just pulling the gear back up while it's night time, steaming home, or trying to get it fixed in the morning and coming back. Just don't know. Don't know yet. It's just been
It's good to be working again.
It's time to go fishing, boys. Oh yeah, let's fish.
Ledge Point, Western Australia. And the Corrado is heading back to sea. Jay's buyer has given him the green light to pull his lobster pots.
A good day to get the sea legs back, eh? The boat's going to get some payback today.
After 8 weeks sitting on the sidelines, the crew is finally on the verge of banking its first paycheck.
Oh, I'm not too happy about being out here in this garbage, but, you know, the old saying goes, painters get paint on them, fishermen get wet, so we're at home out here. No, it's good to be back. Good to be back. Oh, here comes a good one. There he goes.
He's flat.
All right, boys, we'll get into it, eh?
Let's go, lads.
We'll get some pots on the boat, we'll have a look-see. We'll high-grade a few pretty hard this morning. Robbie will have his gauging going. So, yeah, we're going to try and keep mostly just big stuff today. But, yeah, let's just start hauling a few and see where we're at, eh? Ready to go, Matt?
Roger.
Oh, yeah. Let's fish.
Jay's lobster buyer has dropped his order to 250 kilos at a reduced price of $40 per kilo, half the original deal.
That's a little bit of a kick in the guts for us again. on top of all the kicks we've had in the last couple of days. But hey, we're here, we're smiling, and we're going to go fishing.
To maximise the crew's catch value, Jay wants to target larger 1.5 kilo plus Western red lobsters.
Probably about that size up is what we're going to keep today. Let me just have a look on this gauge. Oh yeah, well and truly. Oh, that one we get to keep. That's the stuff we're looking for today. If we could get a few more of these big suckers, we'd be pretty happy. He's nice and firm, so he's molted a while ago. Oh, he'd be probably close to 2 kilo now, this one, maybe a little bit over. So he'll go into my highest H grade, and he's worth the most money per kilo right now, so.
Western Australia has an alphabetical system for grading lobsters. The higher the grade, the higher the price.
We started as small A, which is around about 450 grams, and then they work through, stagger up A, B, C, right up to H, which is 2 kilo and above. So we're sort of targeting anything over about 1.5 kilo today. All right, another one in the tank.
But after 15 pots, there are only 2 H-grade lobsters in the tank.
Come on, babies, let's go.
Jay's strategy could compromise a much-needed payday for the crew.
Come on. Not good enough. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a sad start, but we'll just keep going and see where we end up. Get through these inside ones, and then we'll move a bit wider, and I reckon we'll see some bigger stuff as we get wider further to the west. We're on the battleship, so we'll be okay. We will survive.
Tasmania, 4,000 kilometres to the east.
We're 20 minutes away from Margate Wharf. We've just got to wait till we get there to see if anyone else is there selling crays, lobsters.
And the crew of the Bold Contender is steaming into Margate to try and sell 600 kilos of lobsters off the wharf.
Nothing. Looks like it's only us. Bonus. Well, we're off to a good start. There's no one else here selling crays off the wharf, so that's a good start. Hopefully it keeps going. Neville had the cash tin, and then he's got some receipt books in his ute. Just, do you want to call in his house? They're on his back seat or knock on the door, he said. A couple of pens, too. Yep. Well, that's all we need. Here's the signs and scales. Hey, mate. Thank you.
Squizzy has organised to borrow marketing signs and scales from Bryce's dad, Kent.
Where'd you have this one up on?
So it actually come along the straight.
Kent sold his entire catch off the wharf.
Yes.
Yeah, the public was great. Friday evening, but word got out quickly. By Saturday, we sold 600 kilos. Sunday, 550, and another 350 on the Monday, and we had sold out in the 3 days. So, yeah, the public was great.
But Kent's success could be Squizzy's downfall, especially if the public's appetite for live lobsters has gone cold.
Bryce's dad, Kent, just sold 1,500 kilos in 3 days off the Margate Wharf. I think all the locals have had a feed at the moment of lobsters, and I don't think they're going to want any more. I think we'll be pushing uphill to try and sell our 600 kilos off the wharf. But we've got no other choice. We've just got to do it. We've just got to try. We've got to try something. Blakey, what's the beach price?
40 to 50 stood at 1 kilo.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what I paid for the quota, so taking $40 for it's a massive loss, isn't it?
It's a huge loss. It's a huge loss. I don't know what else we can do.
Blakey's offer would leave Squizzy $11,000 out of pocket.
I'll have to try and sell some on the wharf then, won't I? Do it, see how it goes, and if it doesn't go well, we'll probably have to just take that price.
There we go today, because it's a weekend, and if you don't do too well, we can have a chat tomorrow
Yeah.
and work out what we can do.
Roger.
Yeah, all right, buddy.
All right, no worries.
At Margate Wharf, another boat has moved in on Squizzy's patch, but this one's got no lobsters on board.
What are you doing back here?
Oh, a few little problems. This is the one main one.
Yeah, what's happened?
Anchor winch stopped working last night, so...
Greenhorn skipper Bryce has had to return to port because his electronic anchor winch stopped working last night.
What, is there power to the switch?
There's no power at all. No power to the wires, no power to the controller, no power to the motor. So I thought it was a breaker, but I'll show you.
Luckily, Bryce's dad Kent is on hand to help out.
All right. Yeah, so checked all the breakers here. Everything's on. Reset them all.
Any loose wiring to the back? Because you had an electrician here last week.
Yeah, no loose wiring. Everything's all good, but there's no power supply running to anything. So even on the motor, there's no power there either.
Yep. And they're all tight and everything. There's no
tight.
power to here either.
No power there either. So
Okay. Well, let's go and have a look in the engine room.
let's do that.
Start back at the battery source.
Bryce recently spent $90,000 repairing his boat. He can't afford another breakdown.
So battery source.
Yeah, the battery's down here. All the cables run up through here, through the main.
Breaker, 8 amp breaker.
Yeah, which is
Yep. You got both power on.
yep.
Any ideas, Josh?
I'd say reset that circuit breaker is about the only thing you haven't touched.
Reset it.
Yep.
Reset.
Okay.
Do you want to press the button on the controller? See if that does anything.
Yep, that's it. You've got a winch again.
Yay!
She's working.
It's working.
No big dramas. Going.
Here we go.
Go back to sea.
Get back out and get these lobsters.
A simple problem.
It's just from one little switch.
Problem solved with just the flick of a circuit breaker switch. It's an expensive lesson for Bryce.
And that's 240 litres I've used now. And I'm going to have to use another 240 to go back down and then come back up in a few days.
The $300 lost lobster pot and the extra $750 in fuel costs drags the rookie skipper further into the red.
I'm excited to be back moving. It's a bit of a pain, a bit upsetting that it was something so small, but luckily it was something small and it didn't cost as much money as it could have. So keen to get back out there and pull these pots, go get these lobsters, I think.
Come on! That is garbage.
Was Jay Curson?
Me there, ordinary. Crazy here, a little bit disappointing, mate. I'm a little bit sad with that.
Western Australia. And Jay's plan to only keep the bigger, higher grade lobsters has left him well short of his adjusted 250 kilo trip target.
We've just pulled our first line of 30. I had them spread through 3 different depths. There was a bit of volume there, but because we high graded pretty hard, we actually came out of that a bit short. We've got probably 35 to 40 kilos, so we're going better than a kilo a pot here, but we're trying to get 3 kilos a pot today. That's our target. So we're going to go a bit wider now, a little bit deeper, and let's hope that the volume thickens up a bit